Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to the Chupacabra's Lair. I'm your host, Larry the Chupacabra, and we're back to take a look at another mobile game that is coming out soon. Coming out on April 12th, on Tuesday. This should be going up on April 11th. And this game is called War Dragons by Pocket Gems Studio. And War Dragons is a game that has you fighting for control of a kingdom and a region of a nation by using different dragons and different species of dragon in order to accomplish various tasks and to fight against various challenges. And each one of these different dragons that you have at your disposal specializes in a very specific variety of combat, and each one of them has their own sort of special abilities. You know, you've got regular fire dragons, rock dragons, blue horn dragons, lightning dragons, dragons that can do the Kanahuchi and do the polka dance, and the can and the jazz hands. All sorts of dragons that make up our lovely keep here. We have our little flaming mountain here in the back where we breed our dragons. We have our central keep here. Here over this thing with the little check mark is a dragon that I have ready to hatch to show you guys. And then back over here is my various resources that make up my castle, where I have, I got a little archer tower down here. This thing shoots dragons out of the sky. And then over here I have a giant murder cannon that blasts them out of the sky with cannonballs. A very lovely trifecta of flavor, or murder flavor as the case may be. And then I have a couple of resource nodes that generate for my kingdom the meat and supplies that they need in order to thrive. But I suppose before we get into too much of the technical details of what it means to be a dragon master, we should go and we should fight somebody. Well, invade somebody. So, the combat inside of War Dragons is a lot of invading enemy castles in order to destroy their defenses and gather some resources for them, or from them, so that you can gain experience, grow more powerful, and increase in level so you can be more dangerous and sinister. And it looks like most of the people that I'm being paired against that are available right now are either like this guy, who's only level 1 and has absolutely no defenses. All he has here on this map, by my finger here, that's a little resource node that generates food. So I guess I'm gonna have to attack this gentleman, Skylord6670, who has quite a few defenses. So yeah, let's just attack this sucker. So he mostly has cannonball dragons, and my dragon that is the best suited to fight that is this dragon here in the middle. That's my rock dragon, but he's not a very high level right now. So I'm gonna give this a shot with my murdery lightning dragon. This is my Frigg, and it has a couple different abilities. Later when I level it up here, it can get the ability to have extra defense against arrow towers, and its primary ability gives it the ability to do AoE damage or a chain lightning effect on various towers and defensive structures that I want to murder. And then, of course, to attack, I have to use a certain number of my food resources because, well, dragons don't like to fight on an empty stomach. What can I say? So we're going to invade here. And actually what's going to happen is we are piloting this dragon, and while we don't fly it around, we are in charge of using its murder lightning breath in order to do the stuff with the things. So we just tap on these various towers, and each one of these dragons behaves a little bit differently. And we use their specialty abilities to annihilate things, like these defensive towers and this resource node here. And then we use our remaining energy to blast the pants off of their base. And that, for the most part, is a lot of the early gameplay of War Dragons. You invade each other's castles, gather resources from each other, and then you can upgrade these dragons as they gain experience with the experience and food at your disposal. And then you get ready with different dragons to accomplish different story mission objectives that can be a little bit challenging, and you need to understand what each of your dragons specializes in. Now, this dragon, if I had it at a higher level, would have been more suited towards fighting towers that have a lot of arrows. I have other dragons that are good at shooting and murdering other things, so, you know, it pays to understand and to know what your strength is. So now that I'm back in town, I will talk about some of these other resource things here. So if we zoom way in here, this is a little, like, lava fountain, and this is our incubator for new dragon eggs. So if I click on this, I have a dragon ready to hatch and murder the world. Come, my precious, hatch and show Larry what you've got. Oh, that's right, I got a new blue-horned dragon, which I just bred. It's a blue horn, and its name is Zin, and its specialty ability is it has a heavy amount of regeneration, so that it can take a heck of a beating and keep on kicking, which I understand is good in the world of dragons. It pays to have organs on the inside, so that you can keep roaming around and murdering people. And so the other sort of stuff back here is I can use dragon points to breed dragons if I have breeding points, and I can use them to create new species and varieties. Or if I wanted to, I could spend a little bit of money to get some in-game currency to generate a rare Fenrir dragon. And then they've got, you know, various levels of dragon that you research and work your way up to, so that there is a steady progression of dragon lineage, and then you can also breed in special stats, and you can add different perks and abilities and, you know, passive sort of traits to your dragons. There's a whole lot of stuff that you can research and get involved with there. And then you can upgrade your resource storage so that there's less stuff that your invading enemies can steal from you, because as people invade, anything that you don't have protected will be stolen when you're AFK, or you're logged out for the night. So I'm gonna collect this wood. And I've got some extra wood, which is important for building, and then I've got some meat, which I use to feed my dragons. And then as I develop my base, it's important to make sure that I have more than enough defenses. So I'm actually going to go here, and I'm going to build myself a new archer tower. And these towers will shoot dragons, and they'll shoot the pants off them. They do a lot of damage, and they will keep me safe, and I can also upgrade them, like right now, so that they are ever more dangerous and deadly, and harder for dragons to kill without getting beaten up. And your eventual goal with this fortress is to force people to use more than one dragon in order to conquer your sort of base, your castle. Not really sure what this thing is. Oh, I need to unlock more stuff at a higher level in order to unlock more of these buildings. But that gives you a pretty decent idea of the sort of structure and resource management inside of War Dragons. And then the last component here is I can go on certain missions, or these are basically goals for the day, like attack so many, you know, archer towers, kill so many of this unit, that, you know, tower, that structure, and they'll give you extra egg units so that you can eventually use these to breed new dragons. So what is my current objective? I need to inflict 33k damage using Hexed, which is one of my dragons. Alright. So we will equip my dragon Hex, and we will use him to harass this level 2 dragon keeper. Or, yeah, let's try here. We'll start here. So I believe Hexed is... Nope, that's Draco. I don't want you, Draco Malfoy. Which one is Hex? This is Frigg. Oh, is Hexed is my level 1 stone dragon, who has the later ability to have lightning and resists arrows. So let's take him on a cruise. Now, something to note in this game is each dragon has a different sort of fire breath ability. Some of them you press and hold, and some of them you tap like this in order to obliterate certain objects. This one's a lot like my my lightning dragon. He uses just blasts of flame to annihilate things, and then they recharge in the upper right corner there. So I have a limited number of blasts that I can use at a given time. And then as you fight, that bar on the left is your rage meter. The longer you're fighting and the more you get hurt and the more damage you deal, the more your special abilities charge up so that you can murder things really well. Which is a good thing to note. You know, it's all about using your abilities and resources to your greatest advantage. So I'm gonna keep attacking people with him just because, well, I've got nothing better to do with my time, and then I might be able to go on a story mission in a little bit. So let's go, we'll attack this level 4 guy. I'm not sure if Hex can handle that, but we will certainly find out. Come on, Hex, let's go murder people. You're a fancy dragon, I believe in you! So we're gonna attack Basoil01. Alright, and my name in here, if you're interested in attacking me, is Larry Bacon. Just for reference. So I'm gonna blast through all these turrets that are just beating my pants up a little bit. I like to attack like those side buildings just for kicks, because I can. Although this guy has a very slow rate of fire, so I'm probably not going to get a complete perfect score for this map, but oh well. It happens. Oh, is that it? Do I have to use another dragon to finish? Oh, I wasn't fast enough, so I guess I'll send in Zin to finish the job. So sometimes your dragons can get KO'd by what's going on here. And this guy has a flame breath attack, so I actually do the most damage by pressing and holding with him. And unfortunately, I didn't get my extra bonus, like golden flame, because I didn't finish it with just hexed, which is unfortunate, but sometimes that's the name of the game. So either you get knocked out because your dragon gets wounded, or your dragon's just not powerful enough and you have to use a second one anyway to finish the job. So I have a new ability, Havoc. So what is Havoc do? Let's play the video to find out. So it looks like Havoc just gives me a powerful recharge on all of my fiery abilities. Sounds good to me. And maybe we got enough points in order to unlock our next bit of egg stuff. It looks like I did. So now I can click on that and I have almost enough stuff. Oh, I do have enough egg material to breed a new dragon. So what do we got here under breeding? I can breed 2 dragons together to get a new lineage of dragon. So let's breed together... Oh, I don't know. Let's breed together, you know, oops, knocked my microphone. Let's breed together my basic fire dragon with Frigg. Or you know what, can I breed it with this new guy? Let's breed these together. Oh yeah, let's train that. Oh, he's not a high enough level, I see. Well then, we will breed this together. All eggs discovered. All eggs from this pair of parents have already been checked off. Oh, whoops. I won't do that then. Let's try a new lineage of dragon. Do I have enough for a new lineage? Oh, I have to crossbreed to unlock the newer dragons. I see. But I don't have a high enough level dragon, so I'll have to wait on that. But that just shows you that you have to, that you have to mix and match various breeds of dragon to be completely effective. So it looks like my other towers are completed. I want to clear this area over here by the statue. And here is the lady who helps me along my quest lines. Statues. The dragon statues have watched over our land for centuries. Goal achieved. Summon your dragons to expand your territory. Let's clear this fog, and it's going to take 14 minutes or so. Alright, that's fair enough. Now, basically, like a lot of games like this that lets you do different stuff, manage bases, resources, and monsters that can attack is... The way that they make their money without ads is they want you to spend these ruby-like resources to finish it now. So you're not waiting 40 minutes so that you can expand your base. And I have 150 of these rubies, but basically, if I can click on this, these are sort of the prices for buying premium currency. You got all these different packs of stuff that you can buy for sales, and they range from $5 for 500 rupees, or rubies, not rupees, or it goes all the way up to $100 for a vault full of rupees. And I mean, it is what it is. If you're somebody who doesn't mind spending money for premium games like this to speed it up, that's whatever. Personally, a lot of this kind of seems a little bit steep when I should just be able to outright buy a game for like $20 or something in order to just play the pants off of it and move on with my day. But, you know, it's pay for convenience in this day and age, and it's not too bad. There's always plenty of stuff, so long as you're winning and getting lots of food to feed your dragons. There's always plenty more stuff for you to attack. And with that in mind, I think we'll attack one more time. We've got some quests here. So basically this quest roster just tells you what you could do to get more resources and stuff. Think of this as like paid achievements. And I have completed a few. I've finished incubating the Zin dragon, so I get some free food. And then I built some a mill, so I get some free wood. And I built a defensive tower, so I get a potion. I cleared out a new plot of land, so I get some free rubies. And then I've got an extra bit of damage for my base. And then I've got some extra time, or a time reduction for my buildings. And then I've got some more missions coming in about 11 minutes. They'll recharge. And I also need to finish expanding the area that I already have set in motion to get a hold of this cool dragon statue area. So I've kind of run out of stuff to do for the moment, but I can go and attack. But actually, this video is getting kind of long, so I think I'll leave you... Whoops. I think I will leave you there. And of course, if you're interested in checking this game out for yourselves, you can pick it up on Tuesday, the 12th of April. It is free, but if you pre-register today, when you're watching this, on prelaunch.me, you can get an elite booster pack valued at $10 that'll give you a whole bunch of in-game swag so that you can start this game off with a slight leg up on your peers. Although it's not a huge advantage, so you're not going to completely blast people, but getting a little care package for pre-registering to download a day early sounds pretty good to me. So you can grab that link in the description, and I've been your host, Larry the Chupacabra. I think this game's pretty fun. There's plenty of stuff for you to do, even when you run out of, different things to build in your base. There is always opportunity to attack other people, so long as you've been winning and gaining more food to feed your dragons. And later in the game, there will be plenty of challenges that can kick the pants out of you, so that you have to pay attention to what dragon you use to attack what. And of course, having the most optimum dragon for every challenge. So yeah, that's it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys and gals later. Toodles, everybody.